Hello, this is going to be my final blog in this series regarding the trapeziectomy I've had on my right hand. You can see that it's almost completely healed. In fact, it has completely healed, and I feel I've pretty much arrived. The last blog I did on this, these are just for pianists and musicians to help if you have the same problem, so you can get some idea of what is possible and what you're what you can expect if you go through with a trapeziectomy. My last blog followed a day 35 appointment with my hand therapist and surgeon, and at 7 weeks, which was the one that followed that, day 47, I was given isometric exercises. So the kind of thing that I was told is that I needed to exercise my thumb in the plus configuration, up, down and across, and I had to hold, and still do, hold my thumb in position and push upwards really hard, and then push downwards really hard against resistance, push out against a solid object such as my hand or a steering wheel if you're driving a car, shouldn't do it, and pull inwards like that. And I was to do that several times a day, and just to build up the strength until the 7.5 week appointment, when I was given a sponge like this, and I had to do exercises on a table first of all, just flat, making a perfect letter L. I then had to hold my hand open in this sort of configuration, keeping this joint as bent as possible, but as if holding a glass, and pull out and hold that. Then the most important exercise, and I still have to do this one because it is apparently still the most important one, is to have my thumb bent here again, that same joint which is above the one that was operated on, and pull upwards like this. I hope that's visible on screen, and pull out, out, out. And then make a perfect circle like this, keeping that again bent and holding that, or still holding, touching each finger and coming down like this, which I've been able to do for some time. I sometimes forget to do this exercise because it doesn't really seem to cause me any trauma, but that again is important. And then with the sponge, begin by squeezing it and holding that for some time, and then pinching it 3 times going across for much longer than this, obviously, and then with the middle finger, same thing, and then holding my hand like this, putting the sponge in the middle and simply squeezing that sponge against those fingers and holding it there. And now I'm going to have to pull the camera down so you can see this, and to put it on the table, put my little finger like this on the table, put the sponge there and pull down onto that sponge. And they were the isometric exercises that I had. And then on day 75, I had my final appointment with my hand therapist, and she basically said, keep doing what I'm doing. She said, you've lost some strength in your thumb. She was pointing out to me that I wasn't really bending this properly during some of the exercises. But she said I've lost some strength in it. Maybe I have a little bit, not very much to be honest. And then this last week, my son gave me a cricket ball, which is amazing. And this is a Premier Spitfire Kentish Ale cricket ball. I am a Kentish supporter of the cricket, though it's actually a sponge and it's much tougher than this one. And so this is what I now use, unbeknown to my hand therapist, and it's going pretty well, and I'm getting a lot of strength. I'm also giving this some good preparation for Friday, which is going to be, today is the 30th of July, on Friday, which is a Tuesday. On the 2nd of August, this Friday, I have to start all over again with this hand because this one is really, really painful. It's actually in worse shape here. It's collapsed inwards than was my other thumb. It's the same problem. It's the carpal metacarpal joint that needs fixing. They're going to give me a trapeziectomy, same procedure exactly. They're going to splice the tendon, roll it up, make a cushion for the thumb, put in a silicone implant as a spacer and use the splice tendon as a sling to position my thumb. But I've got all that to look forward to. This has gone astonishingly well. I'm so grateful to my surgeons. I do believe that with practice I can get back to playing. I'm considerably out of practice now, as you can imagine. But as far as if the other one goes as well as this, then I would expect to make an absolutely full recovery. And this is the last in the series. I hope it's been of some help to people. I will probably, all being well, get in touch again, do a final blog, final blog come November. However, to conclude, right now, I think I should show you something of what the surgeons have enabled me to achieve. I'm very out of practice, but just to show you that miracles can happen.